Is that both? That's front.
It almost sounds like a P.
Bass dudes, what is up? Hopefully you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world right now. I can see you, smiling faces, smiling back at me. Now today we have got the legendary Bobby Vega back in the house with us, and today we're talking specifically about slap bass, getting Bobby's take on it, talking about the techniques he uses, talking about the tonal things that he tweaks on his bass as well. And then later on in the video we're going to get directly into Bobby's settings on his bass and how capacitors can actually change the tone of your instrument. Who knew? Who knew? Anyway, without further ado, let's head over to the studio with Bobby.
When you're slapping, what do you do? Is there sort of like a...
What do you mean as far as...
In terms of like the settings and stuff, is it just sort of like both wide open?
Here's a front pickup. Both. Back pickup.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Is that both? That's front.
It almost sounds like a P.
Yeah.
Right?
I kind of like the front one a bit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Well, if you use, it sounds like Brother Johnson's kind of like.
A bit like, yeah. And if anybody's wondering what the is,
go Gophers.
It's the up. You're doing an up.
You can. I mean, some people go like this. Where it started, I'm not going to go by there because everybody go, oh man, he said this. So anywhere that it started from, fine.
Somebody started it.
Somebody started somewhere. Yeah. And so anyway that if you go. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
It's just, whatever you need to do to get
because
it.
people go like, about, this is the way Bloody Blah does it, this is the way Blue, it's great.
Because some people play like this, and some people play like that, and
that's what I mean. Any way that you can do it.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah. Lemmy Graham played it like this. No, Johnson played it like this.
Well, Downs.
Yeah, well, Downs, yeah.
He's all, and that's okay.
And some people actually like grabbed the string and pulled up, didn't they? Yeah.
Right. I mean, like thank you. Is it? Is it that or is? Whatever way it sounds.
Whatever needs to do. You need to do to get it done.
Yeah. To get that feel of that, or makes you feel that way.
Yeah. Who were you listening to when you were kind of like getting into slapper?
All music. Well, basically, it was Sly. It was Larry Graham.
Yeah.
It was Hair, the song Hair.
Mate, that changed my life. Just like that.
Just like that. As I said, the guy is just an alien, isn't it? Like, he's got to be the grooviest bass player on the planet. Now, we're actually going to go back to the studio and you're going to listen to Bobby talking specifically about the tonal settings on his bass and what he does with his tone pots or what he doesn't do with his tone pots, and specifically some stuff about capacitors that I didn't actually realise before. And I'm sure some of you guys out there will like to chip in the comments about this as well and let us know your experiences with your tone pots, whether you use them, whether you don't, and whether you know anything about the whole capacitor thing as well. So without further ado, let's go back to the studio with Bobby.
When you pick up your bass, when you pick up this bass, have you generally got both pickups on?
Yes,
That's sort of like your kind of like home base.
If you're going to go to harmonics, I go to the back pickup, but it depends. For me, that's what I'm used to doing.
Because they're just sort of like,
well, here.
They ring out more.
That's both pickups?
Yeah.
here's front pickup.
Yeah.
Right. Now here's the back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's way more with the back, isn't it? Yeah.
Front.
Yeah. And do you ever change the tone on them?
What do you mean?
On the tone?
darkening?
Yeah, do you ever use the
No.
tone controls?
I use my fingers.
And
I
so
move it.
tone's wide open, yeah.
Yeah, and there's different ways to hit it with your finger to, you know. And this is really a dark bass. The newer basses, and it depends, that's a whole nother issue, so I'll stop there. Because
Well, don't do that.
We can go on because it's all
Don't
about...
do that. That's like when my wife calls me and she's like, I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I'll tell you when you get home. I'm like,
No. Right. So anyway, this is a darker sounding bass, so I can get away with not the tone thing.
do you prefer dark sounding basses?
No, it depends on the instrument, because
Depends
they're
on the
all
bass,
whatever
yeah.
that it is. I probably have about 13 jazz basses, and they're all different.
Yeah.
Some of them I take a little bit off the tone knob because it depends on the
Got you.
capacitor.
Yeah.
The capacitor that's inside, whether it goes like this or like this or like
What
this.
as you
Right, as you take
take the
it
tone
down.
off, the
Right.
capacitor can, yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah.
so that changes. So like if you watch Jocko and you see me change the thing, because there is a little bit of this.
It's a bit hard, isn't
It's
it?
right,
Yeah.
right here versus this.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's got this, and it has the voice for the harmonic more when you duck it down
When
about
you take, yeah.
10-15%.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I could take some of my jazz basses, turn it all the way down, and it sounds like this.
Yeah.
Right. And then sometimes I can take it all the way down, and it sounds like this.
Yeah, it's
No, that's it.
bizarre,
So-
isn't
so
it?
it
Yeah.
cha- it
Is that
depends.
all about the capacitor?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm not an engineer or tech.
We've said it now. It's true. It's out there.
No, yeah, well, ish. You know, I mean, the best one's the one you got, and if you only had one, you would get it done, and you would figure it out.
Yeah, you'd figure it out.
You'd either
yeah.
ask or use your imagination.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah.
put a piece of foam under there if you wanted to darken it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't know how to palm mute.
Yeah.
Or, there's just ways to go.
Dudes, thanks so much for checking that lesson out. If you want to check out the full course with Bobby, just head over to scottsbasslessons.com. It was actually taken from a full hour-long, actually longer than an hour-long course with Bobby that we put together over there with him, and we had an absolute scream putting it together. You can actually grab a 14-day free trial for Scott's Bass Lessons just by going over and signing up. Take the full thing for a test drive and just to see if it's for you. Now, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that button below and turn your notifications on as well, because we upload videos like this all the time, and that way you'll get notified next time we release one of these bad boys. And obviously, check out the rest of the YouTube channel. There's a ton of stuff on here. If you're a bass nerd like me, it is definitely the place to be. Now, without further ado, as always, take it easy, and I'll see you in the shed.